It's going to be a big night.
Yeah.
We have Jimmy Kimmel's hosting tonight with Ray Romano, Zach Galifianakis, Wanda Sykes, J.B. Smoove, Nick Kroll, and many, many others.
And you're sold out.
Yeah.
No, we still have some tickets
good.
available.
Okay.
$125. Go to waterkeeper.org.
All right.
I mean, it's a
I
big
just
night.
assumed with that lineup you would be.
Yeah.
Anybody
We
good?
should be.
You got anybody
It's,
good?
it's an amazing deal,
Yeah.
and it's going to be a really fun crowd. There's a
Yeah.
lot of really interesting
Now, are you
people.
able to enjoy it, or
This one I can enjoy.
Okay,
The
all right.
ones that I don't enjoy is when there's an auction.
Oh.
This one we've already made all the money at the door, so
now you
then
can
it just
have
is about
fun.
having fun.
And obviously, such an important cause.
Yeah, and we now have the fastest growing water protection group in the world. We have 282 waterkeepers around the world, 34 countries. Each one has a patrol boat. We patrol the local waterway. We catch polluters, and then we bring them to justice. One of our oldest programs is here in Los Angeles, the Los Angeles Waterkeeper. We brought a lawsuit against the city of Los Angeles that has reduced sewage spills here by 85%, which makes all the waterways and the surf beaches much cleaner. We have a great volunteer program for people who scuba dive to go out and plant kelp in the kelp beds. And I want to mention that our partner is Toyota Mirai, which is the hydrogen car. The new hydrogen car for the hydrogen highway that was developed right here in California for Toyota.
Robert, can you explain? People listen to you and they hear your voice and they think you're in distress at this moment. You're not.
No, I had a very strong voice till I was 42 years old. And then I got this, what essentially it's a neurological condition. It's called spasmodic dystonia. I didn't know what it was for years. And people actually, when I'd go on TV, people would start write me letters and say, you have this disease and you ought to see this doctor, Andrew Blitzer, who specializes in it. But now I understand it's very common. It's not supposed to get worse. But it's not.
Do you do exercises for it? Or
No,
things
I don't do
you
anything.
just-
It's actually, my throat isn't really good shape. It's a neurological disease. So there are treatments for it. You will appreciate this or not. But the way that they treat it is they give you a Botox shot through your throat.
Can they do it a little here and here?
I love that setup. You will appreciate this.
Or not?
Yeah.
I have no wrinkles on the inside of my throat.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was just reflecting. I was talking to Russ over here about your family and politics and how things have changed. And if you go way back in history, John Kennedy, had he lived, he was going to run against Goldwater. They talked about flying around the country together and debating, and there was a kind of friendship within the partisanship and non-partisanship. Has it changed that much? Is it as bad as it seems?
Yeah, I think it's changed a lot more. I think one of the big problems is the amount of money that's come into the political process, which has really had a divisive effect. And also, you're right. My uncle was going to do a series. They were going to fly around the country. They liked each other. They had both been kind of war heroes, and they both came into the Senate at the same time. And they had, Goldwater had extreme ideas, but he had a lot of intellectual integrity. And my uncle admired him for that, and they were very, very personally friendly with each other and cordial with each other. And they wanted to do debates on the issues, not make it personal, but to go around.
What is that like?
I don't know what that means, but sounds good.
But I think one of the big issues is Citizens United case, which opened up the floodgates for all this, unlimited corporate money. So we literally have two oil men, the Koch brothers, who are putting $900 million into this campaign, which is as much as the Republican Party or the Democratic Party. And when you get all that money pouring in, it tends to polarize people's views and give them extreme views and also make the campaign really personal.
And yet, the person who is stealing all the thunder, Donald Trump, is not taking any Koch money. So there are other aspects to this.
Oh yeah, but what's happened to the politics and the kind of extreme views that have been cultivated by that money? Because if you look back, going back to 1980, what you've seen is that the money and making people, increasing the well-being of the top 1% is not a really good vessel for populism. So, and there's two things that drive politics in our country. One is intensity, and the other is money. And if the purpose of your political party is to end taxes for the top 1% and end regulation that is supposed to protect the rest of the public, the only way that you can do that is by appealing to extreme views and getting those kind of, people who are religious or racial extremists,
Most passionate.
Yes.
who are your foot soldiers for a kind of a
It's
corporate
called the
agenda.
passion gap, and,
Yeah.
and it
And
plays,
what Trump is doing is, they've used for 20 years, they've used dog whistles to kind of summons those people into the party, and now he's coming out and just saying it. And
He's saying everything.
right, he's saying the
No
things
filter.
that people have
Some people are-
encrypted for all
right.
these
Okay,
years.
back to business. Keep it clean. That's
Tonight.
why you're here. It's
Yeah.
happening tonight, the Avalon in Hollywood. For more information, go to My Fox LA.
Tickets still available.
Yeah.
To Fox LA. Fox LA.
FoxLA.com.
That's actually a cheap ticket for this kind of lineup, if you
Yeah.
think
It's
about
the
it.
Avalon Hollywood, 7:30 tonight. Call waterkeeper.org and get your ticket.
You gonna tell jokes?
He's going to enjoy.
I'm going to sit back and laugh.
Yeah, let the
there you go.
professionals, right?
Let them handle
All
it.
right.